Let's talk about some of the questions from chemistry NEET 2021 paper. Some of these questions have been really tricky, not directly asked. For example, this question talks about the conformers of ethane. So ethane has two conformers, eclipsed and staggered. Staggered is the most stable configuration. However, eclipsed is the least stable configuration. Now this question asking about least stable conformer. So it is asking about the eclipsed ethane, and eclipsed ethane, the dihedral angle is what? It is 0 degree. However, under staggered one, it is 60 degree. So be sure sometimes the questions are not asked directly. We need to understand the detail intricacy of the question. The next question talks about the RBC deficiency is a deficiency disease of what? So it is a deficiency disease of vitamin B12, which also leads to pernicious anemia, a specific condition which is also important for your sections on botany and zoology. B2 is riboflavin, and it is basically related to your digestive problems, cherulosis, or any kind of burning sensation of the skin. B6 is pyridoxine, which can lead to deficiency of which can lead to convulsions, and B1 is thiamine, which causes beriberi, loss of appetite or retarded growth. Now we have covered a separate lecture where we have talked about vitamins, the major vitamins on YouTube exam race. Cover that video carefully and you will have the answers to these questions. The next question, note that this question, the question on RBC, is also important from point of view of your botany and zoology syllabus. The next question, maximum temperature that can be achieved in a blast furnace is around 2200 Kelvin. In NCERTs it is around 2170 Kelvin, so that's the right answer. Since we have an approximation here is the closest approximation to it. As I said, questions from NCERT directly picked up and placed, so cover your NCERT by all means. The next question is Tinadal effect. Tinadal effect affects only the colloidal solutions, not the pure solutions. So here urea, NaCl and glucose are the true solutions or pure solutions. However, starch is an example of colloidal solution, and therefore Tinadal effect is seen with the starch solution. So fourth becomes your right option. The next question says, which of the following method is used to obtain highly pure metal which is in liquid form at room temperature? So here we have the process of distillation, and it is used for basically substances like mercury, for zinc, and this helps in boiling at a very low boiling point, and therefore the purification for the metals which have very low boiling point can be achieved through distillation at room temperature. So this is where we have the right answer. The next question talks about tritium. Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen which emits which of the following particles? Now hydrogen, we have protium, we have deuterium, and we have tritium. Now tritium is radioactive in nature. First of all, we need to understand that of these all three, tritium is radioactive in nature, and it emits low energy particles which are beta negative particles. Also, the higher half-life of it is around 12.33 years, which is again important. Since it's radioactive, the impact would decline in 12.33 years, it would be reduced to half. We call this as half-life. Questions related to half-life very important from your numerical sections, even in section 2. The next question is, which among the following is incorrect? Now note, this question is directly related to what? This question is directly related to periodic table. Now actinoids are highly active metals, especially when they are finely divided. Their contraction is greater for element to element rather than the lanthanoids, and many of the trivalent lanthanoids are colored in solid state. They are not colorless. Most of them are colored in nature, and lanthanoids are also good conductors of heat and electricity. So 3 is the incorrect option here. The remaining ones are the correct option. Clear? And can you understand why there is actinoid contraction which is greater for the element to element than the lanthanoid contraction? The reason is the poor shielding of the 5f electrons which happen, and therefore you have 2 as a correct option here. The next question is a statement based question. Now here here you have to identify the incorrect statement. Now aspirin and paracetamol are analgesics. They reduce the pain level, but they are non-narcotic. However, morphine and heroin are again analgesics, but they are narcotic. So you have again an incorrect statement. So both statement 1 and 2 are false here. They are incorrect statements. Aspirin, paracetamol is a non-narcotic analgesic. However, morphine and heroin are narcotic analgesics. Now this is the section from chemistry in everyday life, again from NCERT's. Very direct question, very basic question. Now next is a numerical question from physics. This says that the correct choose the correct options for the total pressure. Here there is a mixture of 4 gram of oxygen and 2 gram of hydrogen confined in the total volume of 1 liter at 0 degree. R is given, T is given. You have to find out the value here, and that is the pressure. Now how do we find out? So you have to find out total pressure. So PV is equal to nRT. How do we calculate N? N for O2 would be 4 by 32 and N for hydrogen would be 2 molecules, so 2 grams, so 2 by 2, which is 1, and 1 by 8. So total value of N would be 1 by 8 plus 1, which is 9 by 8. Now we know the volume, which is 1 liter. We know the value of N. R is known and T is known. Just simply put the values. We have P is equal to N, which is 9 by 8. Multiplied by R, 0.082, multiplied by T, which is 273, divided by V, which is volume, which is 1 liter. So divided by 1 and we have the answer. So it would come somewhere around 25. So you would have 25.18 as the right option. A very direct numericals. Most of the numericals in chemistry were simply formula based. If you know the formula, you can solve those questions directly. Now which of the following is a non-polar molecule? We know the structure of NO2. So you have NOO and we have the loose molecules here. So you have NO2, then POCl3, so ClCl and Cl. So again it's a polar compound. Then we have C double bond O, H and H is the structure. So again a polar compound. Then Sb combining with 5 chlorine, and this is non-polar in nature. Clear? So you have Cl, Cl and Cl, and this is non-polar in nature. So you have SbCl5 as non-polar and the remaining ones as polar. So you have 4 as the right option here. So these were some of the questions from chemistry. We would be covering many more interesting topics in sciences, specifically for your NEET entrance examination. So stay subscribed to our channel. In case you have any questions or doubts, feel free to connect back to us. Wish you a very good luck for preparation.